Okay, here we go guys. 10th race of the season, the third to last race of the season, here in Austria. So, we're here in Austria, and I think it's going to be a beautiful race, especially with those mountains in the background. And 7 drivers today. We've got 1 making their debut, and many more coming back for some more. I think there's going to be quite a good race. I think it's going to be a very good race. So, let's see. Time Lord is the first driver to go out onto the track. Wait, how bad is my mic? Ah. What the hell? Why is my mic like this? Right, is that better?
It sounds robotic-ific.
That's so weird. You know, that's weird. Okay, I'm gonna have to change my headset, it seems like. Right. Be right back. Is this good? Can you guys hear me well? No, why is my mic god awful? Okay. I don't really understand what's going on. Okay, is this better? Okay, so... No, what's going on with my mic? What? Why is it all of a sudden doing this? What? Oh my god. Okay, is this better? No, it's not better. What is going on? What? Don't... Okay, so... Wait. What?
I had a slight drop of pressure.
Okay, but my mic is awful right now and I don't know why. What? Okay, but my mic is awful right now and I don't know why. Is this better? Is this better?
That's better.
Okay, well, I'm using my PlayStation mic now. Is this better? Okay, well, I'm using my PlayStation mic now. Okay, this is well weird. Is this better? Okay,
Yes, he's back to normal. Like home, that was so annoying of a sound kinda distracted me.
Sci-fi striker. Okay, this is well weird. Is this better? Don't know why my mics aren't working. Sci-fi striker. Okay, this is... Okay.
Hi, sorry for impeding.
Yeah, this is well weird. Sorry, guys. Okay. Is this better if I do it this close to my mic? Yeah, this is well weird. Okay. This is better if I do it this close. So, is this good? Is this good sound here? Is this good sound? So, is this good? Is this good sound here? Is this good sound? Alright, seems like I'm having to use my PlayStation mic now, which isn't great. But, we're gonna have to live with it. Okay. So, 9 minutes have gone in practice. Okay. So, now. Yeah, I apologize, guys. I don't know why the sound was acting up so much just then. Yeah, it's very weird. Winnick is spun round. Pegs is now looking for an invite, so they'll make it 8 people. Nice. I don't know why he was hella late, but, anyways. I'm going to a Discord chat so no one can see my thing popping up on the bottom left. Alright, so, guys, is this good sound? Can you hear me well? Rennick is looking way faster than he did last week. That's good. Good to see. Wonder what the strategy will be today.
Softs are crap.
How is it?
Is your mic so bad? Loudly crying face, loudly crying face, loudly crying face.
I don't know. So, is this good though? Is this working well?
Yes, but not as good as your other. Yes, this is good.
Okay. Yeah, that's weird because both of my other mics sound absolutely awful. Yeah, let me put them back in.
I just did the greatest Tokyo drift into the pipeline.
Alright. Is this good, guys? Is this good? No, why is that sound?
At Fire Striker 5. OMG horrid mic. Sounds like a plane engine. WTF is this?
I'm going to have to use this.
Bro's taking off.
I'm going to have to use this. I'm going to have to use. Yeah, I apologize, guys.
Fair enough then.
Yeah, I apologize, guys.
At Fire Striker
Yeah, I
5,
don't know why my
WTF
mic is just all of a sudden deciding to not work properly, but whatever. I don't know why my mic is just all of a sudden deciding to not work properly, but alright, so let me watch back on my other stream.
It's not your fault, bro.
So I highly doubt my mic was this bad. Yeah, it was all fine. Yeah, it was all fine. Yeah, this mic is good, right? Like, it's working while you can hear me clearly.
With tears of joy, face 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 with tears of joy. What's your Discord? I'll send you an inv.
The sound in the background is my phone, by the way, so just ignore that. The sound in the background is my phone, by the way, so just ignore that.
At Hudson W6Z. Hudson Day tinkled.
Give me your password, Hudson, so I can hack your. So I can manage your account better. Give me your password, Hudson, so I can hack your. So I can.
Udim.
Nah, don't worry about it, but it was a joke. Right. So, since I have found a way to actually sound decent, this is life now. This is life. Holding up my controller right next to my face. Scared him. Oh, that was a bit of a moment there. Guy on debut has spun round, and he's back on track. See if he can go even quicker. Pigs is still in the pit lane. I don't think he's done a single lap yet, so he needs to get to that quickly. Yeah, look at those mountains. I just love it. This is my favorite track in terms of scenery.
1 hour 10 minutes and 61
Just
seconds.
lovely.
Nauseated face, nauseated face.
Hey, don't bully the rookie here.
At Hudson W6Z.
Oh, he spun around again. Can he save it? Yes. Oh. That was awkward. Yellow flag, and I believe that's just the Williams of Medave just coming out the pit lane and letting by people. Got 12 minutes left of practice. Yeah, Licker now coming out the pit lane. He is currently fastest by just under a tenth. Oh, just over a tenth, sorry. Oh, yeah, Hudson. Ooh, time lord. No, he's doing practice start. We're back to the practice starts. The Red Bull of Hunza and the Alpine of Rennick goes into the pit lane. Medave starting a lap. Right behind him is his teammate Licker, who is 5 points behind Fire Striker in the championship. He'll be wanting to do everything he can to get the lead of the championship. So, what can Madav do today? He's looking for his first podium where he's finished a race this season. As he got a podium in Monaco, but he DNF'd and only left French and Lika out on track. So he's looking for his first proper podium this season. And the only driver as well to take part in every race so far this season. And he's still chasing that proper podium without DNFing. Rounds the final corner, improves by nearly 2 tenths and jumps Fire Striker, the leader of the championship. I think that would have been on the hard tyre for a medium tyre for Fire Striker. Yes, it was. So yeah, let's spectate Fire Striker, and he improves by nearly 4 tenths and jumps up to P4. Needs to go quicker to match Lika though. He's 5 tenths off him. So, looking good for Lika so far. But yeah, Pigs needs to come out of the pit lane. Got 9 minutes left. Who's on the lap right now? Not Lika. Oh, Fire Striker, as soon as we go to someone else, he spins around twice. And a yellow flag is Time Lord. He's doing another practice start. Oh dear. Fire Striker disqualified for going the wrong way. That's the second time this season. That's the third time this season that someone was disqualified for just turning around. So yeah, this game needs a bit of fixing. Yeah. So he misses out on 9 minutes of practice. Lika in the pit lane. Honza just rounding turn 3. Seems like he's on a lap. See if he can beat Lika. He's got to find a 10th and a bit. They do need to fix that, don't they? Yeah, I think he will be able to get there. I think he'll be able to beat Lika. Rennick has beaten him to it, though, with a 106.2 on the hard tyre. Wow. On the hard tyre for Rennick. So he's found some great pace there. So he's beaten them on the hard tyre. That's great. That's awesome for Rennick, and Honza beats him by 4.5 tenths, however. So Lika might want to go out and try and beat that. But we'll see. Time Lord currently P4. 1.2 seconds off the pace to Honza. And he's locked the rears and he's spun round. So his lap comes to an end. And he'll be needing to go again. Who's on a lap right now? I think it's Rocky. The rookie. Rocky the rookie. Out here at the moment. Pigs has still not gotten out of the pit lane, which is a bit unfortunate for him. I wonder if he'll be able to go out in quali as well. Let's ride on board with the driver making his debut. Time Lord has gone way off the road. I think he's in Switzerland at the moment. Rocky. Just trying to improve his lap. Yellow flag is Time Lord just going slow on a straight. And Rocky's got a Williams right behind him, which will be Lika, but he's just come out of the pit lane. So he won't be bothered by the Mercedes right in front of him. What will the lap be? It's nearly a tenth of an improvement, but he still needs to find more pace here in the Mercedes. Let's ride on board with Lika. See if he can beat get back the fastest lap of the session, and he's 2.5 tenths down on the first sector, so he's messed up turn 1 and I haven't noticed it. Goes down into turn 4, very understeery and difficult turn to take. Through turn 5, now turn 6. Past the Red Bull. Red Bull constructed on the left of the road, you couldn't see it though. And on the way down to turn 9. Very nice through there. Turn 10. I think it was a bit slow through there, but scrummy out the corner as well. And yeah, it was a bit slow through there. But I think he's just gonna have a bit of a cool down lap now. And go again. And up the road, it's Time Lord, letting past the Mercedes of Rocky. Oh, and he has a big slide. And did he tap the wall? I'm not too sure. Doesn't seem like he did, but yet it's reduced damage rate. So I'm never sure. Winnick has invalidated his lap time. Lika right behind Time Lord, who's on an outlap. And Lika will be wanting to slow down and let a gap form between them. So, yeah, it's quite an interesting practice session, I'm not gonna lie. Lika. We'll start another lap. Let's see how it goes for him. I think I'm the most stupid man on the planet. He has a hard tyre on. No wonder he was 2.5 tenths off the pace in Sector 1. I think I'm the biggest dumbass on the planet. Anyways, over here, invalidation for Rennick.
Just join tire 3.
Yellow flag is just Time Lord leading by the Mercedes of Rocky, who has invalidated, so he will be wanting to go again. Nice, Hudson. Hope to see you next week.
We're just experimenting something low.
Oh yeah.
An asterisk. Wait. I saw Rocky Free M enjoying the Discord. So does that mean I could join?
I don't know. Hold on, let me... Oh, Pigs is finally out on track. So let's ride on board with him. Welcome, Hudson. Welcome. Welcome to the League of Hair. So, I think need approval. I'm only the commentator, so I can't do anything. But I don't think you'll be able to race today. But I think you will be able to, do next week. What league am I in? Well, the season has just ended, but it's Tier 1, and I'm no longer gonna be racing, in this league. Yeah, Time Lord. Maybe doing some donuts. Yeah. So weird commentating without any sound, because if I turn on the sound on my TV, you'll be able to hear it, and big slide, big spin from Time Lord. Might join back, into the Tier 1 after next season, maybe. But we'll see. The donuts continues. This time it's Time Lord. Time Lord wasting time here. And into the gravel. 0 out of 10 done. Oh, don't go in the pit lane. Good man. Right. So let's get into quali, guys. After we see Time Lord do his usual practice start, or practice donuts. Right. Okay, here's the practice start. I don't think it'll be too good because he just did donuts, but, Oh, has he got a puncture? He's got a puncture. Oh, well done. That's P5 for Time Lord. I actually didn't see where Pigs is. I think he invalidated that lap. But well done to Rennick on the hard tyre. 4.5 tenths slower than Honza only. So well done to him. As we can go into qualifying, and Madav P4. Nice to see him up there. Only a second from Honza, so he'll need to find a bit of an improvement there as we go into quali and the race. Here we go for qualifying. This is the time where everything gets serious. And let's see what the drivers can do. For the 18 minutes left of quali, Fire Striker's left, so he's probably having some connection issues. So I'll invite him back. So hopefully he can join back right now. Williams comes out the pit lane, and that will be Lika. So Lika is going to be the first one to go out on track. Not the first time I've said that, and probably not the last. Following him is his teammate Madav, and then it is Honza, last week's winner in Brazil.
Is Kobe in this?
No, Kobe isn't in this, Hudson. Thank God.
LOL. Heard that.
No space, Kobe leaves no space. Anyways, that's not the point right now. Let's ride on board with Lika as he rounds the final corner to start the first qualifying lap of the day. With 16 minutes left on the clock. Brakes for turn 1. Gets it through quite nicely, but it was a big slide out of the first corner as he goes up the hill through turn 2 to the braking zone of turn 3. Gets it stopped very nicely. Hits the apex and foot to the floor as he goes down to turn 4. And now can he get the car rotating nicely? Yes, he does. Didn't get as close to the curb as you would normally want, but that's all good. A bit wide through turn 6, and then the short run to turn 7. It's looking like an okay lap so far, but we'll see how it is at the end of the lap as he goes to turn 9. Very nice. A bit loose though. Through turn 10, on the way down to the line, and he goes fastest with a 105.9. That is the benchmark time. Next in the queue is his teammate Madav, going through the final corner now. What will the lap be for Madav? He is only 2/10 away from his teammate, which is not bad at all, and Honza goes quickest by 7/10 with a 105.2. And that's very ideal. And Pigs beats it, goes to a 105.1. And so Hudson will be joining us. So that is awesome. He'll be going in Hess to join Time Lord.
Cheers.
We'll need to find you on here. Where are you? Where's Hudson the King? There we go. There, I've sent you an invite. So, next, Time Lord. On a lap. Oh, and off the road goes Rocky Freeman, and that won't be ideal. For the rookie. So, yeah, now he'll be needing to start another lap. The Alpine of Rennick, not on a lap, he's invalidated. And he'll be starting up one now. Fire Striker on an out lap. Time Lord goes into the pit lane without a lap. Lika, I think he is on a lap right now. Let's see how that goes. The yellow flag is Fire Striker just starting up his lap now. So, what will Lika's lap time be as he's chasing first spot in the championship? And, oh, big slide through turn 9. Somehow saves the car. And that will be his lap over. But my word, that was so close to going into the wall. Incredible save. Well done to Lika. But unfortunately not able to improve his lap then. Rennick on a lap. He's got purple middle sector. So let's see how that goes for Rennick. Goes through turn 9. Turn 10. It looks quite nice. Probably not hitting the apex as much as he wants. But he crosses the line and goes P3. 5/10 away from 2000 Pigs, who was on provisional pole in his second race this season. Next is Fire Striker. He's on a lap, rounding the final corners. Hits the apex very, very nicely. What will the lap be? It doesn't look great. It's not great. 2.7 seconds off the pace in P6.
I've got no internet.
Oh, Hudson's got no internet. Well, there's another invite if you need it. Lika. Starting a lap. Let's see how his lap will be. Rounds turn 1 quite nicely. Probably not using as much curb as it's optimal. Yellow flag is Time Lord letting past Rennick, who I think is on a lap. No, he's going into the pit lane. Yeah, Lika. 1/10 up in the first sector, down into turn 4. Very tricky to get the car turned and stop through here. Has lots of understeer and doesn't get a great exit. And yeah, he aborts this lap. So, I think, no, he's on an outlap. But I think he will be the next driver to come across the line to start one. No, it would be Honza. Honza is on a lap, and he's looking to take provisional pole out of Pig's grasp. As he rounds turn 9 very, very nicely. Turn 10 now. That was a great 2 turns for him. And he crosses the line and goes fastest by 4, nearly 5/10 to Pigs. That is what he likes to see. The Mercedes of Rocky starts the lap. He goes down to turn 2 and 3. He's got a Red Bull who just finished a lap and is on provisional pole. Pigs just improved his time, but he gets a bit closer, but still not able to get faster than Honza with a 1:04.6, which is a great lap. Pigs 3/10 behind him. What will the Mercedes be doing today? As he goes down to turn 6, then short run to turn 7, and then a quick right hand of turn 8. Honza just letting by the Mercedes. And then a straight to turn 9. This will be the first lap done for Rocky. Hits turn 10 very, very nicely. Goes to the line and goes P6. Ahead of Fire Striker, but Fire Striker will be able to go fastest as he is the leader of the championship. As it's very expected for him to go fastest. Time Lord has invalidated and still doesn't have a lap on the board. And Fire Striker, I think, had a bit of a moment. Rennick invalidated. He's not on a lap. Madav just finished a lap. Rocky, I think not on the lap. Let's ride on board with Fire Striker, the leader of the championship by 5 points. And let's see how his lap be. But in the meantime, let me just invite Hudson quickly. Once again. There we go. So, into turn 3 goes Fire Striker, gets it stopped very nicely. And now, foot to the floor for the run to turn 4. Let's see how he gets the car stopped and rotated through here. Very, very nice. He's definitely improving a lot on this lap. Rounds turn 6. Very nicely again through turn 7. The car is looking so stable and looking like it's really looking how Fire Striker wants it to go. Rounds turn 9.
Oh, Rennick has been disqualified for blocking the pit lane, and that will be on the exit. Oh, so he must have spun, and the game disqualifies him because he was blocking it, even though he probably would have been ghosted. So that's not ideal. So Rennick will be starting at the back. That's the 4th time that someone has been given an unfair disqualification, and the 2nd time today. 3rd time in practice as well, so yeah. But anyways, Lika is P4. Fire Striker improved his time, and he's 6/10ths quicker. Well, he's 6/10ths, exactly 6/10ths away from provisional pole. Oh, Honza. Oh, wow, that was dangerous. He's lucky he's not on a lap, otherwise he will be going into the back of him so hard. But yeah. 6 minutes to go in qualifying. It's only Time Lord, Honza, and Lika that's on track at the moment. Honza on a lap. He's 0.5 tenths up in the 1st sector, and people are already struggling to beat him. So this is looking even better for him now. Lika, I think, starts a lap. Goes through turn 1. Very nicely, big slide. Wow. That was a big, big slide. And we have 5 minutes left of quali. Time Lord has spun round here. And Honza blast past to continue his push lap and try and go even faster here. And through turn 9, it goes off the track. Lucky to not invalidate. Does he continue the lap? What will the lap be? He doesn't go fastest. So he's messed up the final sector there. And Pig's been sick for 3 days. I'm surprised. Me too, bro. Well done. 3/10ths off of the Dominator from last week. Madav comes out of the pit lane, and Time Lord goes past him, and I think Time Lord is on a lap right now. Goes to turn 2 and 3. Gets the car stopped nicely. And let's see how Time Lord can go, because he's currently 17.4 seconds off the pace. He's on low fuel, so I doubt he'll be finishing this lap. So that's unfortunate for Time Lord, who's on a lap right now. I think Lika is. Yeah, I think Lika is on a lap. And he continues down to turn 4. I just didn't catch what his 1st sector was. But, knowing Lika, I think it was a good 1st sector. Now through turn 6. Hits the curb, but I think it bounced him onto the track a bit, and he's pretty much exactly a 10th down on his 2nd sector. So what will his lap be here in the end? He needs a great final sector here, but he goes off the track, and that will be lap over for Lika. He's got 3 minutes to find more time. Let's ride on board with Rocky as he starts a lap. Here in Austria, the driver making his 1st race of the season crosses the line to start a lap. As you can see, Lika on the right-hand side of the road. Rounds turn 1 very, very nicely. Down the DRS straight for turn 2 and 3. Time Lord, he thinks he is just set for P7 at the moment. Madav's just going past him, as you can see on the map. But Rocky, down the straight to turn 4. Can he get the car stopped nicely? Yes, he can. Rotates it nicely. We've got 2.5 minutes here, which is not a lot of time, but I think that'll get you 2 laps in. Around here in Austria, depends on how fast your cooldown and outlap is. Yeah, the yellow flag is Time Lord, and I think he'll be starting a lap here. Rocky. Down to turn 9. Turn 10. He's out of VRS here. He doesn't have much left, but he improves by 4.5 tenths, but he's still nowhere near the top 5. And Time Lord apologizes to Madav in the stream for blocking him. I saw that on the map. Probably distracting, I didn't see it. But Higgs, I think he just finished a lap and it doesn't seem like he improved. Leaker, is he on a lap? I don't think so. Fire Striker has just come out of the pit lane. I think Honza has now just started a lap, has he? I don't think so, based on his turn 1 pace there, and he hasn't activated DRS. So he is not on a lap. What about Madav though? I think he's on low fuel, so I doubt he'll be finishing this lap. This is not looking good for Madav. This might be P5 for Madav. I think the final 4 spots, and he invalidates the final 4 spots of the grid has just been confirmed. It's Madav, Rocky, Time Lord, and then Rennick. But the top 4 hasn't been decided yet. Leaker thinks he's cooked. I don't think so. Oh yeah, he is cooked. He's out of fuel. Fire Striker will be starting up his lap. Time Lord ahead of him. Honza warming up his tyres for another push lap. Pigs goes into the pit, so he will not be able to get pole here in Austria. And Fire Striker starts his lap. Let's ride on board with the championship leader here in the third to last race of the season. And he goes down to turn 1, gets the car stopped nicely, hits the curb. Bit of a slide out of turn 1. But how will his first sector be as he goes up the hill to end the first sector through turn 2? He's a tenth off the pace in the first sector. Goes through turn 3 nicely. Qualifying is over. It's just Fire Striker and Honza now. Honza is on a lap, but he's going to try and protect his provisional pole as Fire Striker's got to find 6 tenths. And now, through turn 6, turn 7, House's middle sector, he improves quite a bit here, but will it be enough to get to the front row? I don't think it will. But let's just wait for it. He rounds the final corner very nicely, activates DRS and overtake mode. He improves, he's close to the front row, but he is P3. Time Lord is done with quali. Honza goes even quicker now. 104.5 is the pole time for Honza. Back to dominating ways for Honza, 4 tenths quicker than the rest. Well done to Honza. He is on pole for Austria. And Time Lord just off into Hungary. Maybe Slovakia. Yeah. Oh, Hudson's screen is stuck. Well, that's not ideal. Pigs. P2, well done. Second race of the season. And he qualifies P2. Time Lord doing some donuts.
Get Honza to a faster lead.
Does the practice start? Look at his tyres. What has he done to them? And he spins around and taps the wall. Yeah, I don't know, Pigs. No. Seems like he does need to go in a quicker lead, doesn't he? He's quite quick at the moment. And there is the grid for the race. A very, very spread out set of times there. But DRS will put them very close to each other through this event. I think it's going to be a great one. as we go to the 25-lap race here in Austria. It's time for the 10th race of the season in JP Racing League Tier 3. Austria hosts the third to last race of the season. The Red Bull Ring racetrack spans over 4.327 kilometers or 2.688 miles within the beautiful Styrian Mountains. There is only 10 corners on the Spielberg race circuit, 3 to the left and 7 to the right. There are 3 DRS zones back to back to back and a great overtaking opportunity at the end of each straight, especially into turn 3. The incredible championship fight between Firestriker and Lika is as aggressive as ever, demonstrated last week in Brazil. Firestriker has 222 points and Lika is only 5 points behind with 217 with 3 races to go. Let the formation lap get underway. Honza stopped on the line. He isn't going. Now he does. Did I see a bit of contact there? So someone might get disqualified from the formation lap. Doesn't seem like that is the case, so that's good. Firestriker leads the way. He's starting P3, but he leads the formation lap. Let's buy Honza, who was on pole and now leads the formation lap. Yeah. 3 DRS zones back to back to back. Yeah, I think it's going to be a great race. It's a bit cloudy, so we could see some rain today. But we'll have to wait for it. Time Lord activates his inner sunny haze. So yeah, he's all the way at turn 3 while they're now going through turn 6.
Shit with I.
Oh, Pigs and Rocky made contact. So they have been disqualified from the formation lap. So, seems like possibly a 1-stop or 2-stop strategy. Is that rain? Is that some rain I see? Ah. I think I saw some rain dropping down on the circuit. I might be wrong. But I think I saw some rain. Everyone is on the medium tire. Everyone. I might be wrong with the rain, but I think I did see a bit sprinkled down onto the circuit. I don't see any right now, but we'll have to wait for it. Time Lord still thinks he's Sunny Haze, and now he comes up to the grid. Here we go in Austria. The 10th race of the season gets underway. It's lights out, and away we go, and Honza gets a brilliant start. Pigs drops down, and he's under pressure here from Firestriker, who's right there, but wasn't able to find a gap, and Madav somehow finds some pace through turn 1, and he's battling for P2. He's gonna try and launch it on the inside, and he goes into the back of Pigs. Firestriker goes down the inside. Can he get 3 wide just about? But Madav still fighting for P2 as he pushed Pigs off the track. And now Pigs will be wanting to fight it back as he dives it down the inside. It's 3 wide out of turn 4. Firestrike and Madav still going side by side. Who is going to get P2 here as Honza goes into the distance? And Fire Striker seems like he's ahead of Madab, but the battle isn't resolved yet. Can Fire Striker just stay ahead of the Williams driver? He gets it. Madab is going to have to fall back in behind. Pig's now fourth. Honza leads the first lap. That was quite chaotic for the first lap of the race. Cars everywhere you look. Leaker will be wanting to get past Pigs into turn 3, but he's under pressure here from Rennick, who dives up the inside, and I think they make a bit of contact, and I think Pigs sent it on Madav, but Madav does not want to let him pass. Pigs dives up the inside. He will not want to be kind to Madav, as Madav wasn't kind to him at turn 3 as they round turn 6. Line astern. Oh, Madav went wide. Madav went wide, and that's invited Pigs to go on by into P3, and now he'll be wanting to hunt down Fire Striker for P2. Leaker will need to make positions here, and Rocky has spun round at turn 8, so he falls way behind the pack. Leaker concedes a place to Rennick. Rennick goes on past into P5. Leaker falling down the order now. That is not ideal for the driver trying to close 5 points in the championship to Fire Striker, who is under pressure here from 2000 Pigs, who looks to go on the inside, but he backs out of it. Will he be able to go for a move into turn 4 as they go down the hill? Big slide from Time Lord in the background, but down the inside goes 2000 Pigs. The switchback gets done from Fire Striker. They're going side by side to turn 6. And around the outside goes Fire Striker. Can he get the move done? Yes, he can. He's still in P2, defending his place from 2000 Pigs. 2000 Pigs is going to have to be a bit patient here as we round the final corners to end lap 3 and we go on to lap 4. Oh, big slide from both of them out of turn 10. Pigs has the DRS. He's going to go to the right-hand side of the road and he backs out of it. He'll have a go into turn 3, I would imagine. Oh, big slide from Madav, and I think they will concede a place to Rennick. They're going side by side over there. But at the moment, Pigs, with the DRS, goes on past Fire Striker and up into P2. And he'll be wanting to hunt down Honza for the lead. But there's contact between Rennick and Leaker. Rennick went off the road, and I didn't see exactly what happened there. But Leaker up into P5, but Rennick wants to get back past Leaker. Will he be able to? No, he won't be able to. Oh, but he goes into the back of him a little bit. But Leaker goes back up into P5 and will be wanting to hunt down his teammate, Madav, in P4. Pigs closing the gap to Honza. It's less than a tenth now, and I think DRS will be given to Pigs here. 3-second time penalty for Madav and Rennick for multiple warnings. With the DRS goes Pigs to hunt down P1 for Honza, the winner from last week. Leaker gets past his teammate and goes up into P4. But Madav will be wanting to get it back. Leaker has the DRS. But Pigs will send it down the inside and takes the lead of the Austrian Grand Prix. Time Lord goes into the pit lane for an early stop, puts on the hard tyre. Madav concedes a place to his teammate, Leaker, who will want to hunt down his championship rival. Rennick settles for P6 at the moment. But there's two things to consider here. Zach Pigs is the new leader of the race here in Austria, and Leaker will be wanting to hunt down Fire Striker for P3. And Madav has just opened a gap to Leaker. He's falling from the top 4 now. Honza within DRS range, half a second separates the top 2 drivers. Will Honza will be looking to go for a move He doesn't go for a move into turn 1. Oh, Fire Striker! Fire Striker spins round and hits a wall and is Fire Striker is out of the Austrian Grand Prix. Fire Striker is out, the championship leader. He is out. 5 points separated him and Lika coming into this race. Unbelievable. What happened to Lika? Lika, I think, had a moment. Oh, he probably didn't realize that the virtual safety car has come out, because he was right up with them all of a sudden. But Fire Striker ends his day on lap 6 here in Austria.
WTF.
What happened, Fire Striker? The virtual safety car gets back, would get back to racing, and Time Lord gets a drive-through penalty for speeding, for exceeding the delta when the virtual safety car ended, but we're back underway as the DRS gets enabled. Pigs will have the DRS here on lap 7. Up the hill to turn 3. He's not close enough to get past the Red Bull. Oh, but further back here, Rennick and Madav going side by side. Oh, Rennick spins round, and I think Madav gave him a helping hand there. What on earth just happened? Fire Striker hit the curb and lightly tapped the wall, which took his wheel off. So, physics, non-existent, it seems like. Time Lord serves his drive-through penalty. Honza leads the race by 8 tenths. Make that a second now, as Pigs has a big slide. Wow. That was a great save from Pigs, but he's now going to be vulnerable to Lika, who is currently leading the championship based on the crash from Fire Striker. It seems like an unfair crash, as the physics wasn't great. But what on earth is going on with Madav? Isn't that 3 collisions he's caused? So, first of all, he went into the back of 2,000 Pigs into turn 3 on lap 1. And then he's been tapping people. And now he turns into Rennick and spins him round. So, he'll no doubt be penalised as a consequence by the stewards. But, yeah, that's quite unfortunate to see. But now the field is a bit spread out now as we go on to lap 9 of the race. 4.6 seconds separates Honza and Pigs. 2,000 Pigs just has over a second to Lika, but I think he went a bit wide, Lika. Yes, he did. But he gained time doing that, so, well, that's one way to gain time. And they go through turn 3 now. And Lika is very close to the back of 2,000 Pigs. He has the DRS. He gets a slipstream. Oh, did he run into the back of them there? That was incredible. How on earth he saved that, I do not know. But did he run into the back of him there? Was he too close to the back of him, giving him a scare? I'm not too sure. I'll have to look at that back. But my word. Lika right behind, and he has a bit of a slide. This is quite incredible. The absolute chaos we're seeing in the early stages of this race. It's incredible. Lika will be wanting to close the gap there. Did he get DRS? I don't think he did. No, he didn't. But he'll have the slipstream. Let's ride on board with Lika as he drains the battery. down to turn 3. And I think Pigs didn't hit the apex as much as he wanted to. Lika opens the rear wing and drains the battery down to turn 4. Will he have a look on the inside? No, he won't. He'll have to wait a bit longer here to get up into P2. Look at the graining. I've just noticed that. The graining on Lika. On Lika's tyres. That won't be ideal. Oh, big slide for 2,000 Pigs, and I thought he was going to collect Lika then. That was so close. But now Pigs falls into P3. Another penalty for multiple warnings for Rennick. And off the road goes 2,000 Pigs. He doesn't have the DRS. Lika up into P2. What an incredible story, as he had an awful start, but he somehow climbs his way up the field. Madav goes into the pit lane, comes out of the pit lane behind Rocky, who is making his debut. And he goes down into P6. So it seems like a two-stop strategy for Madav and Time Lord. But that's a bit interesting because I thought I saw some rain during the formation lap. But it seems like it's just getting clear. So, yellow flag, and that's Time Lord. And Time Lord retires from the Austrian Grand Prix, and it seems like he gives up because his dot is moving. On the map, his dot is moving, so it seems like Time Lord just gave up from the Austrian Grand Prix. Into the pit lane comes Rennick. And look at those tyres. They are damaged, they are hurt, and he puts on... What tyre is that? He puts on the hard tyre, I believe. Yep. And Madav goes up into P4, who just passed Rocky, who now is in P5. Honza just going into the distance. He put up a bit of a fight like he did in Brazil, but he now comes into the pit lane. As I was saying, he put up a bit of a fight in the early stages, but now he's just going off into the distance. So Honza goes into the pits, Lika goes into the pits, and Pigs goes into the pits as well, very aggressively, as he almost went off and hit the wall while doing so. Honza, what tyre does he put on? Honza puts on the hard tyre. Lika puts on the hard tyre. Pigs, let's see what Pigs has. They're all on the hard tyre apart from Rocky, who now comes into the pit lane. And I think he'll be going on to the hard tyre as well. What's this, like the second stop for Rocky? No, it is his first stop. I apologise for that. So everyone is on the hard tyre at the moment. Honza leads away by 6.1 seconds, following Lika, and 2.2 seconds back is 2,000 Pigs, then 1.9 seconds back is Madav with a 3-second penalty, and then 3.3 seconds back with a 6-second penalty is Rennick, and then 20.7 seconds back is Rocky. So I think they'll just be calming down a bit now. They are a bit close to each other. Well, let's see how it goes. As we are on lap 14 out of 25. So the gap is just opening between Lika and Honza, but the gap is slowly closing to Lika and Pigs. So I think a battle between these two will get quite spicy in a couple laps' time. Honza puts in the fastest lap of the race with a 1:07.6. Another 3-second time penalty for Rennick for multiple warnings. That puts him to 9 seconds now. That's not ideal for Rennick. .8 seconds back is Rocky. Which is not ideal, but it's quite rare to see Madav on pace with these guys. And I think he had a bit of a slide out of turn 4. And through turn 5, turn 6, and then turn 7. The gap has just opened a tiny bit over this lap between Pigs and Lika, but it's gone back to how it was. And on off the road. And I think there'll be a warning for track limits. I wonder how much warnings Pigs has at the moment, because I've seen him go off quite a couple of times here. And I think Honza had a moment because he's dropped a second or two. So, seems like Lika is slowly closing the gap, while Pigs is slowly closing the gap to him. The pressure is getting to Lika here. He is currently the championship leader. Because of the earlier retirement of Fire Striker, 9.5 laps to go. Sorry. So, Honza puts in the fastest lap of the race with a 1:07.4. The gap is closing just a bit more now. 1.9 seconds between Pigs and Lika. It actually seems like the gap is now just staying how it is. And further back is Rennick closing the gap to Madav. But Rennick has got a 9-second time penalty, and Madav has only got 3. Six seconds now separates Honza and Lika. So, yeah. It's a very, very close race to begin. Oh, no, a bit off the road there for Rennick. And he loses a couple of tenths there to Madav. So he'll be wanting to get that back quite quickly. But over here now, Lika 5.4 seconds behind Honza. 3-second time penalty for multiple warnings for 2000 Pigs. And I think that might put him out of contention for the top 2 in the race, as we are here on lap 18 out of 25. The gap is opening just a bit more now. Everyone has done one stop today. And look how close Rennick is to the back of Madav. He has the DRS. And will he be able to go for a move into turn 4? No, he won't be able to. But they are so close to each other. And we could see quite a good battle here for the final laps of this race. 28.9 seconds back is Rocky from Rennick in P5, who's got a 9-second time penalty. Honza goes even faster with a 1:07.1. So he is flying out there at the moment. It's looking quite inconsistent though. As one time he gains a second or two a lap, but then he drops a second in another lap. So it's quite inconsistent for Honza at the moment. But it is working out well for him. The rear wing is wide open here for Rennick. He's got a 9-second time penalty, and he will have to gap Medev by 6 seconds once he gets past him, and he gets past him. But Medev, and both of them go into the wall, and that was a huge shunt. What on earth just happened there? Medev will not be happy about that one, as he just came back onto the circuit and just put them both into the wall. That was a big, ugly moment, and the right end plate is now gone on Medev's car. Rennick lucky to not get any damage, but I think a few penalties will be coming some of these guys' way because of stuff like this is happening at the moment. That is unbelievable. So Rennick has gapped him by 6 seconds now. But my word, that is unbelievable. Yeah, it is definitely Saudi Arabia again, Fire Striker, definitely. And I think Rennick will get P4 because of this. I wonder, I don't know. I'll ask James if I should tell him to give the position back or something. I don't know. I'll tell James and then show he's slowing up, so he might be giving the position back here to Medev, and I think that's a wise option. So yeah. So it goes back to how it was, but Medev doesn't have a right end plate. So that's good sportsmanship from Rennick to give the place back. But still, it was a very, very ugly moment, and he gave damage to Medev. But I think there's not enough laps for him to gap him by 6 seconds, as I've got 5 laps to do it. But yeah, good on Rennick to give the place back. But it could have been sooner. But he goes down the inside of Medev. Do they make a bit more contact again? Oh, they do! They do make more contact, and into the wall goes Rennick this time. What on earth is going on here in Austria? These two are just putting both of them into the wall. This is absolutely crazy. We're on to the 22nd lap of the race. But yeah, this is Demolition Derby out here for P4. Yeah, and the right end plate is gone from Rennick, so they're even in terms of damage. My word. Look at those tires as well on Rennick's car. They are well bad, and same with Medev's tires. They are shot. Lika is closing the gap to Honza. We could see a final lap battle here if he gets close enough. But we've got 3 and a bit laps to go as Honza rounds the final corner to make it exactly 3 laps to go. So maybe Lika won't be able to get close enough unless Honza gets a penalty for track limits. And all that Lika will need to do is close 7 tenths, or 8 tenths now. So, yeah. that's right on board with Honza as he is on the final sector and coming up to end the third to last lap of the race. And back there, Rennick is closing the gap to Madav, so we could see another battle between these two. Honza crosses the line to start the penultimate lap of the race. Rennick is now under a second from Madav. These two could have another fight to the death. I wonder if one of them puts one into the wall on purpose this time, because they will not be happy with each other. I mean, I doubt that, but let's hope that doesn't happen. Yeah, these two now start their penultimate lap of the race. And if these two fire themselves off here, which is a big chance, Rocky could get up into P4 today. And with the DRS, Rennick is just not close enough to go past, but Madav goes wide. Madav goes wide, goes back onto the circuit. 3-second time penalty for Lika for multiple warnings. He will not be able to get the win today, but Rennick gets past Madav. But so far, he's still going to be behind him because of the penalties that he's got. Madav can afford another track limits penalty, because he'll need to be 3 seconds behind him to... Oh, another 3-second penalty for Rennick. Another one. That puts him to 12 seconds now. Honza is on the final lap of this race. This is such an unbelievable race we've had today. And way off the road goes Madav. And he goes back onto the circuit with a 3-second time penalty. He'll have to be 6 seconds back to not gain a place on him. And let's watch this battle unfold at the moment. Madav closing the gap to Rennick. Coming up to turn 3, and down the inside goes Madav. And Rennick leaves space for him. And they almost make a bit more contact, but Madav has to fall back for now. But it's going to be back-to-back wins here for Honza, here in Austria. Honza crosses the line and wins in Austria and gets a fastest lap in the meantime. What a race it has been today. But Madav and Rennick are going side by side once again. And Rocky has spun round at turn 3, but when it gets past Madav, and it's actually clean this time between these two. What a battle these two have had. Lika leads the championship now. He finishes in P2. 2,000 pigs in P3. It's back-to-back podiums in his debut races for 2,000 pigs. And P4 will go to Madav after the penalties for Rennick. And Rennick in P5. And then 19.6 seconds back is Rocky. He'll be closer because of the penalties that Rennick has. He gets a 3-second time penalty at the final corner. So he ends that streak. So Honza's the only driver to not get a penalty today. Apart from Fire Striker, who DNF'd early.
Great race.
What a race. It was demolition derby out there, but Honza kept his cool and he said, nah, I won't have any of that. I'm just going to go out and win this. And that's exactly what he did. Honza, the winner once again here in Austria, and he sprays the champagne in a well-deserved victory.
Not for you, bro. I kinda feel bad again.
And Lika is now the championship leader. This is, that was quite a race. Most overtakes goes to Madav. Driver of the day goes to Rennick. Fastest lap goes to Honza. And that was one heck of a race. Penalties galore. And that was just a crazy race. We'll see you next week when we go to the second to last race of the season in Azerbaijan. Goodbye. Holy shite, guys. Holy shite.
LUCSS.
Oh. Hello, Hudson. I don't know what the heck I just saw out there.
When is the start of your season? Face with tears
I don't know, Hudson. It's going to be up to the league host.
Face with tears of joy. That was a
Oh, I don't know what the heck I just saw out there. I might need to tweak the standings there at the end. No spamming today, I'm sorry. Plus, I've got no sound on. No spamming today. It was Madev that killed you on the first lap.
Nose face with steam from 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 nose face with
I'm not adding sound. I can't hear it. I can only hear it on my stream. 2 seconds, fine.
From nose face with steam 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 from nose
well guys, I'm gonna get off. Flipping, I'll get off to that one. Hell, I don't know what I just saw out there. I might need to tweak the final things a bit. With the fastest lap, it's obviously going to Honza. Cleanest driver, most overtakes, all that.
Steam from nose face with steam from
nose
face with steam from nose.
I will see you guys later.
From nose face with steam from nose face with steam
Goodbye, guys.
face with steam from